Hello everyone, and welcome to my very first Flame of Xulta draft. I will be recording this. I'm recording this from my Twitch stream, which you can catch Monday through Thursday at 8 a.m. I play Eternal. But this will be posted on YouTube, so hi YouTube. So, we've opened up a Gemnon's Berserker, which is a 5-cost 4/4 rare. It has Aegis and Berserk. I think this card's pretty powerful, but the double primal, double fire might be a little difficult to get. So let's take a look at what else we have. We've got Smoke Dancer, which is pretty nice if you can get the Dragon Ally, but I'm not terribly optimistic that it's not going to be... I'm not optimistic about this being easy to achieve. I don't think there are a ton of dragons. They tend to be rare and expensive. I was actually pretty impressed by Majestic Mandrake. Just 7/5 Overwhelm, but you also can gain 5 health if you muster. It doesn't happen very often, but 7/5 Overwhelm is a nice little stat line. Warprex's choice, they sacrifice a unit of their choice or draw a dragon or weapon from your void. From your void specifically. A weapon. Interesting. So that's a little interesting. I'm not sure how good it is. We saw Reconnaissance do some nice work in the previews. This was a nice card. Like, getting the unblockable helps trigger mastery, and then you can also steal a card from the top of their deck. There's also Traditionalist, which is fine if you can muster. Like, just being a 3/3 Overwhelm is not the most embarrassing thing, and then when it becomes a 5/5, then you get to do really cool stuff. There's also Wizened Crone, which I think is a pretty good aspect of the Skycrag decks, I guess. But if I'm going to take a Wizened Crone, I think I may as well take Gemnon's Berserker. So, I don't see anything too insane here. Like, I think a lot of these cards are fine to fine plus, like Reconnaissance and the Mandrake. So I think I'm just going to take Gemnon's Berserker. There are a lot of attachments in this format, so being able to destroy them seems great. Ooh, and we get past a Great Fire card in Teething Well. This, well, I mean, it's not too difficult to imagine playing this on turn 2 and then immediately getting flying, and then a few turns later it being a 5/5. I think this is going to be a pretty strong early play for most decks. Hexcaster, you're in some sort of curse deck. There's also Draw Strength. I've been extremely impressed by this card. It's led to a ton of blowouts. I think this is one of the better commons in draft. Reconnaissance we saw earlier. Icy Gaze, I don't think that's very good. Oh, it is a fast spell. Okay, well that's worth something. It's hard to discard cards at fast speed though. Evangel's fine. It also would help us with our influence here. We can turn down the music some. How's that? Vorprex Breath? Am I overvaluing it? Which one is that? Is that the... someone sacrifices a unit? Is it just good in aggro or is it most decks? Anyway, I think we're going to take the Teething Well here. So if we can play this on turn 2, we can do some cool stuff. Immortalize is a pretty solid card. We've got a couple of Evangels here. 3 Evangels here, actually. 5. Oh, I think that card's really bad. Contents may be hot. Because if they just have a random... if they're low on life, yes, it's good. Like, you can remove something. But a lot of the time, like, if you try to play it early game, they're just going to take the 5 and then you're down a card and 2 power. Most of the game is fought over board position. Okay, we're going to take a Wizened Crone here. It's, I think it... Well, we'll see. Most of these, like, 2-cost double faction cards are really strong. So I'm excited to see what you can do with Wizened Crone in this draft format. Alright, we've got Cruelty. So this is really good for triggering Muster because the Inferiority Complex is an attachment, and Cruelty is a spell. You can also just make to do 2 damage to something. Entomb, create a 4/4 Cinder Dragon with flying. I wonder if it loses its... It must lose its influence, right? Maybe? I'm actually not sure. Anyway, there's also a Warhorn, which is very good. If you can hit someone with the Warhorn unit, like if I put a Warhorn unit on Teething Well, I'm going to get flying very fast, and I'm going to get the mastery very fast, and I'm going to get a bunch of units blocking. There's the Breath of Vorprex. Fear Stoker Raven. If the player discarded a card, it gets +2 attack permanently. Okay, but it's a 0/5 flying, and I like that. Cruelty is fine as well. I think I'm just going to take this. Living Mountain. I like this card as well. It's a good way of getting through with a mastery unit and getting to that mastery, so we'll go ahead and take that. It's also a 5-cost 4/4, which is fine as far as stats go. This is a card that I'm interested to see if it can make any impact on Constructed. As an 8-cost 6/6 Overwhelm, it's really not going to accomplish much, but if it can cost 2, it can do some real stuff. Alright, 7 for a 7/4 flying. Each of my units deals 1 damage to the enemy player. Go ahead and take that. And another one. You can do that or take the Totemite. I don't know if we have too many synergies with the Totemite, so I'll just take another dragon. Alright. I'm not too hot on Combatant here, but I think it's the card that's in our faction, so we'll take that. Okay, this actually makes dragons cost 1 less, which might be useful for the Skyfire Hellkite. Cleansing Rain. Some people are not too happy about Cleansing Rain, but I don't think it's too exciting. Xenon Temple. Well, that is so far out of where we are right now. I don't think I can take it. It's very good. It's very good in draft. But I just don't think we can support it here. And we're in the business of trying to win games. So, it's either Blurry Chaser or Hellfire Rifle. Hellfire Rifle is a really good card for Mastery. We only have 1 Mastery card right now, though, and Blurry Chaser is a premium 2-drop. What's up, Meramorphic? How you doing? We are drafting, and this I'm currently recording for YouTube. So I think I'm just going to take the Blurry Chaser here. We started off with the Gemnon's Berserker and followed it up with like a Wizenkrone and a Teething Whelp. So we're pretty happy about trying to be in fire here, I think. Alright, we've got Thunderbird. This is a great card for Exalted to go on. I mean, Flying Aegis, it's going to get through, and it's difficult to deal with. So if you have an Exalted card, and you can put a weapon on this, that's pretty strong. There's also Lightning Strike, which is probably a pretty good defensive element. I think I'm just going to take that. Given that I have the 2 7-drops, we probably just want the games to go long if we can. Ooh, Oni Forge Master. If you can Exalted... I think that Renown is pretty good with the new set, because if you Exalted onto a Renown card, you get the Renown effect. Also, it's a 2-cost 2/2, which is not the worst. I don't think we need just a Heavy Axe. Ellen's Favor... I don't know how important Face Aegis is. Oftentimes, it's just not very good in draft. There's also a Centaur Outrider, which you could just take. I think I'm just going to take the Ellen's Favor. We'll see how good it is. Here I can take the Camp Surveyor or Furnish. I don't mind Furnish. There's also Icequake, which I just don't think is going to accomplish too much for us. I'll take the Furnish. I don't think this is a Camp Surveyor deck. I don't see too many synergies with it. Okay, a Shiny Finder. That's a 3-cost 3/3 that has some pretty nice upside in its flexibility. Like, you can pay more for it to deal damage to stuff, or you can pledge it in the early game if you're missing a faction. Electropy. Deals 1 damage to the enemy player, and it's got a curse. Alright, well, we'll try it. Steely Resolve. I'll just take the Alchemist's Blast. That could be real with enough Wizenkrones. I don't think we're playing any of these. Ooh, Unseal is, like, kind of nice. Sinister Opportunist. Ooh, this is a card that got much better, because being able to make this a 4/4 is pretty nice, and now there are a lot more curses to go around in order to be able to play the ultimate. Pyrodept is not a terrible last pickup either. Okay, what do we have here? We've got Swindler, but I don't see any relics. Ooh, I need to do a check and see what cursed relics there are for Elvish Swindler, because that could be something that's pretty nice if you play a Swindler and you get to curse your opponent as well. I think we're just going to take Rampage or Grand Acolyte here. Given Mastery in this set, I'm going to take the Rampage. Mastery and Exalted. It goes well with both, so I'll take that one. Alright, Oni Patrol or Court Mage. I think we're beating down. We've got a bunch of 2-drops. I'll take the Oni Patrol. There's also Flash Freeze, which is probably pretty good, but I think I want enough units. I want to make sure I have enough units. Okay, another Oni Patrol. Alright, well, we're definitely beating down. It's a Forge Master or a Snowslinger. Both of these are good. I think that given what we've got, the setup that we have with weapons and whatnot, and pump spells and cards like, where was it? Furnish, I think we would rather have the Forge Master, because I think we can get to that renown. We'll take another Alchemical Blast. Again, Alchemical Blast is not great on its own, but we might be able to pick up some Wizened Crones to make it a little better. Alright, I guess we're just really beating down here. Flash Freeze is a happy one to have in that spot. Probably not going to play a Far Place Finder, but just in case. And, you know, whatever else. Press the Advantage. This is the Oni bargain, but we would need Justice for it, which I think is too difficult. Ooh. Draw a curse from your choice from the deck. So I like 3-cost 2-1 flyers, generally speaking. I think they're pretty good at just getting in there. We've also got a Gaudy Showman, which with this deck, it's kind of what we're doing. We're just trying to beat down early. There's also Funeral Pyre, which is an uncommon, which I'm leaning towards because if they're making it uncommon, there might be a reason. It's really good with Wizened Crone. You know what? I'm going to go with it, I think. Hey, what's up, the Avocado? Yeah, Expansion Day indeed. We're doing our very first draft of the format and recording it for YouTube. Alright. Burning Claw. So, I mean, it has an ability, but it's also just a 5/6, or sorry, a 6/5 for fly. Sorry, a 6/5 for 5, which is the same stat line as Terroring Terrazon, which terrorized the format that it was in. So I think we just take that for that. I wouldn't be sad to have Desperate Gambit. You know what? Contents may be hot. You might be right about Breath of Vorpax just randomly being a lot better than you'd expect. Alright, I think we're going to take another Gaudy Showman here. This card's so good. There's also a Desperate Gambit, but I think we want to just curve out and bash. Oh, we didn't take the first one. Terrazon, the format, indeed. Am I crazy for thinking about taking the Breath here? I'm probably supposed to just take the Sword of Judgment. That gets out of hand so quickly. We've also got a Greed's Reward, but I only have the one Wizened Crone, so I'm not going to go deep on it. I'll just take the Sword of Judgment. There's another Greed's Reward. There's a Living Mountain, which I'm pretty excited about. I think I'm just going to take that. I don't think I want Cruelty. Cruelty seems good if you're trying to muster, which I don't think we're going to be doing a ton of. There's another Gaudy Showman. When the cursed player plays a spell, negate it. Okay, that's something. I guess that's pretty good with, like, the, Elvish Swindler. Alright, there's another Burning Claw. We have so many 5-drops in this deck. Well, there's a Breath. So I guess we'll get to try it out, maybe. Alright, let's put the Oni Patrols in. We've actually kind of got a bit of an Oni theme deck here, but we don't have a ton of weapons. We've got a few. I think that Burning Claw is better than Living Mountain. I don't know how we're, like, we have 2 7-drops also? Like, how is this going to work? We've also got a couple Yetis. Definitely playing Gemnon's Berserker. Sword of Judgment, the Alchemical Blast should probably get in there. I don't know if we can even play Lightning Strike. We are so aggro here. Furnish. So right now we've got 5 5-drops. Funeral Pyre, Dragon get in there. The Nightmare Dragon. Blurry Chaser. Yeah, I'm gonna end up playing the Breath of Vorpax, whether I would like to or not. I think I'm going to end up playing these dragons too, whether I would like to or not. Oh yeah, Flash Freeze, definitely. I don't think that the Fearstalker Raven is really going to amount to enough. We'll play Unseal. That's 17 power. That's... I think we play these and then cut 2 cards. It's possible that the Hellkite is just, like, not a realistic plan. It is a 7-drop, but it's... I mean, it's a 7/4 flyer. That's huge. I can imagine that being a big pain in Limited. We could also just cut a couple of 5-drops. I think Burning Claw is better than Living Mountain by a little bit. I could cut the Breath of Oprex because I just am not too optimistic about it. I could also just cut like an Alchemical Blast. It's a Funeral Pyre that doesn't have the Decimate. I think I want to play 18 power. I want to play this, the Hellkites. I could cut Unseal, I suppose. I would also like to point out that I got nothing that actually has Exalted. Maybe I'll cut Pyrodept. It's like, got the worst stats for what we're trying to do here. Or maybe just one of the Living Mountains. Cut down on the curve a little. Alright, I think I like the way this looks. We didn't pick up any powers, did we? We did not. Okay, let's go with this. I have no idea what to expect from this deck because, as it's my first draft in the format, I have no idea if this deck is good or not. Does this qualify as a good deck? It has 1-drop, 2-drop. Do I want to keep this? I think I need a little more than that. 5-power hands are sketchy. This looks a lot better. Go Wizened Crone into Showman. And maybe I can stick a Warhorn on something, although Warhorn isn't great on these. Ooh. That's nice. I think I actually just play the Wizened Crone, because I'm not actually twisting this anytime soon. I'm going to play the 2 Showmen. This is a good one to hold the Warhorn. Alright, well I'm going to attack here. Seeing as this can't really make an effective block, I'm going to just play the Blurry Chaser and scout and hope to hit a power. Yeah, I definitely want power. With the 7-drop in hand, I think I want to draw a power for the next 4 turns if I can. One 4. That's actually problematic. Okay, well, this is a 4/4. You want to block it. I can also put it here and attack with both. I think that's a little better. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, we got our value. Is this dying? Borrowed Violence. Holy cow. Chant to Grodov. Holy cow, what is going on? Borrowed Violence into Chant of Grodov. Okay, well let's not give the option to block. Is there an ambush unit? No? Okay, okay. I like where this is going. They're at 13. Got a lot of gaudy showmans. All of them can attack into a 1/4. Now that is no longer the case. 4/4. Right, I guess I showman this. Attack with everything. They're probably going to trade here, which is fine because that removes the buff from the Tyler's Favored. Yeah. But I think I'm still making that attack. We're also 1 power away from just playing the Hellkite and ending things. It's also worth noting that that Blade Roll was not in their hand. Alright. Perfect. Alright, let's see. We've got a Wizened Crone, Alchemical Blast. We've also got Pyrodept. I think we just jammed the Pyrodept on curve. Alright, we'll keep this. It's got both factions. It is missing power, but we've got a bunch of stuff that we can do on 2. Alright, 3rd power's good. Ignite! Smoke Dancer. I'm just gonna do that. Feel like that dragon will end a lot of games in draft? Yeah, it's a 7/4 flying at uncommon. We have, it's not like without precedent, we have had similar things in the past, but it's still good. Like Sapphire Dragon, for example, was a 6/4 flying for 6? Didn't have the summon effect, but that was a good card. It says other units, right? So this can't. Okay, well, alright, that's pretty good. If I attack and they double block, I'm so dead. This also pumps this. Okay, well. Please do not double block. I think I still gotta do it, which is the unfortunate part. What was the Haste Dragon again? Haste Dragon? We're getting crushed here. This isn't blocking. Hopefully we can tempo them, I guess. Topaz Drake? Oh yeah, Topaz Drake. That's a 5/3? Yeah. But it does have charge. So if they play a couple of 2/2s, we're actually in a little bit of trouble. 3/2 and a 2/2 also is problematic. Get that to the bottom. We need to hit the dragon as fast as possible. Because my plan now is just to figure out a way to get to the dragon and try to deal enough damage to finish them. Yeah, this is probably not going to work. We're going to have to play defense here. This is also huge. Alright, well, we've got a 4/4. Stands in front of a lot of their stuff. I think I still attack with the 3/1. No, there's no way I can do that. Hey, what's up, Dorcas Tower? We're actually drafting right now. We played... We tried to make Felrock work, and we kind of did it. We figured out that if you're playing Felrock, you probably want to play more of a fair game, as opposed to just like trying to cheat out a bunch quickly. But it's really powerful once you get to the point where you're doing stuff like... So this is just going to have to get chump blocked. This is going to have to eat something. This is going to trade here. 4. I do need to block that. If I had that Rampage, like, maybe we could do something with the Berserker, but I think that was our only pump spell. Oh man, we're so close. It's so sad. Oh man, if I had attacked with one more unit last turn, I think I would have won. Whoops, I should have attacked with both. What am I doing? Take exactly... No, we're going to take 5 here. 4? No, we're going to take exactly 4 here. That was a lot closer than I thought, considering we were getting trounced at the beginning of the game. But if I had been a little more aggressive and saw the line to get Gemnion's Berserker in there, maybe we could have won. Oh well. That was a good game. Levy. Oh, hey, what's up? the old guard is showing up. Levy, of course, most known for... I guess I keep this. So easy to see this going poorly. Most known, of course, for 3 faction tokens. Stand together tokens, I guess. Played that deck a lot. Oh yeah. Never didn't have it. Higher depth, probably playing the Blurry Chaser next turn to try to hit a 4th power for Warhorn, which would be very, very powerful here.
Reporting in.
Maybe knows what they're doing. I'm gonna just attack because I don't want to get double blocked. I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to keep the unit on board to make sure that I have a unit for the Warhorn. There's a char. Yeah, so I won't be able to play the Warhorn. Alright, well, maybe that was a mistake. Got 2 cards that don't really do anything here, Flash Freeze and the Hellkite.
Guide my fists.
Unfortunately, Furnish does not work too well on defense. Alright, well, there's not much we can do about this.
Let's patch you
Oh
up.
boy. Wow, we are getting destroyed here. So now, even if I draw a power, it's like a pretty bad draw. Because I don't have anything that I can play. Yep. So maybe trading the 3-1 for the 2-1 was just not good. I wanted to clear the way to make sure that there wasn't going to be a multi-block on my units, but I don't think that ended up not being good enough. If I could get something that stands in the way of the ground units, maybe I've got a shot. Oh man. Eager Offering 2? Yeah, I think we're just gonna die here. Alright, Flash Freeze it is. Alright, that's bad news for me. Okay. Kill this, I guess? Just kill the 2-1. 2-2? I'm having difficulty clearing the forge. I've always had difficulty clearing forge. I've never been successful against forge. Alright, well, we're down 1-2, backs against the wall, but I have faith. I have faith in this deck. That first victory was very decisive. If we could just do that again, I think we'll be in a good shape. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do it with a 5-power hand that has a 1-drop and a 3-drop. Alright, this seems fine. Although, some of these cards are a little questionable. More than a little? I think I want to... Geez, like a 3-3 would be really good here, but we need to hit our... We need to hit our 5-drop on time here. I think I do Fire Sigil here. Alright, so now we're going to get hit by a 2-2. Yep. Oh, let's play Blurry Chaser. Scout, try to see... Oh, we can't scout yet.
The praxis.
Kind of want my opponent to be attacking me. Let's breath this. I know breath is a fast spell, but if they do feel like they can lose the Mega Celerity, I want them to do it on their turn. This is fine. Hey, what's up, Levy? GG's. Oh jeez, I'm so dead. I clearly need to stop making blocks like this. Oh man, now we don't have anything to play on our play with our Warhorn. Oh boy. I did have a 7-drop in hand, but most of this dex curve is kind of low. I think I need to get this done. Alright, so we need a power here for the Berserker. We absolutely need it. I know it is, but it just in case my opponent was on the plan of sacrificing this instead of just taking damage, I wanted to do it then. Alright. Oh geez, but then they get a 6/6, and it has hate charge. Oh my god, we are so dead. We're going to go 1-3 in our first draft.
Have you heard the good word?
Oh, we don't have power, but... If I block here, we go down to... we're dead. So I need to play this. But they've got the dragon, too. Alright. Okay, well, there's my first draft of the new set. Nice 1-3 there. Let's load it up. Let's load up another one and try to do better. Thanks for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, you can always join in on the conversation at twitch.tv/sunnyvale. And I stream Eternal Monday through Thursdays at 8 AM Pacific. Thanks for watching. See you later.